Per Johan, question. He's got a little symbol because he's a member of the community. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. As EVs get more common, with the lower demand for oil, lower gas prices, and lower use ICE car prices, and so you'll have a little rebirth for ICEs, meaning that the cost of ownership, because there's going to be so little demand for the oil, is going to cause gas cars to be popular again. How do you guys think about this question?
Like I said, you can eliminate the oil for trucks and things like that, and transportation. They had the slot in the thing where they said, okay, so much for transportation, so much for HVAC and stuff like that. But the thing is, then you still hit the base of you need to use the oil for plastics, and there's other uses for oil. The other thing would be that if you get robo trucking and robo taxi, and you have the hyper efficiency, so you take the cost of supply chain from 10% of goods that you buy from Amazon and other places down to 1%, right? You have this massive economic boost, across the board value added tax of 9% cut. And then other things in terms of movement, other things become far more efficient, far better. That would be a massive economic boom. So ARK Invest in their big ideas thing talks about getting to a $400 trillion economy with just, generative AI and other things there and some robotics, which is an extra doubling. So if you start getting this, if things really start hitting and you start boosting it up, you can go beyond to growing the economy 10x and doing some other stuff like that. So then oil, even though you drop it down by demand by half, say, if you double the economy, quadruple the economy, oil demand could then go back up because you've made the overall economy so big. It's just like we use 15 times more oil than we did during World War II, right? So if your economy is huge, then you use more.
Any other thoughts?
I think you could argue that as the demand for oil decreases, the supply might also decrease. So not necessarily that the price might stay on the similar level. But it's not a strong argument that I have for that, but it's just one possibility.
Okay.
There are definitely a lot of sources that don't work out economically below a certain price point. And so, I would definitely say that supply will decrease below certain prices. I think, it's an interesting thing to think about. The main path forward for ICE manufacturers who have their eyes open is still autonomy. The value of an autonomous ICE car is significantly greater than the value of a non-autonomous ICE car. And so any vehicle manufacturers who are able to quickly follow Tesla in their ability to roll out a robo-taxi or even just, a good level 3 or level 4 system has the opportunity to definitely pad their cash flow and bridge their transition to EV. So anyways, that's kind of the first place my mind goes to when I think about that question.
The way I think about it is the EV is going to be cheaper to manufacture long term because there's less parts involved. So that's one. Number two is the less gas cars on the road, the more gas stations go out of business because they literally have no customers coming to their gas stations, especially if they don't have a charger. And the less of those you have, the less convenient it is to have a gas car, and the less convenient it is to have a gas car, the less incentive there is for somebody to buy a gas car. So that's how I think about this. So I think once that ball gets rolling, you will not be able to reverse it. And it doesn't matter how much you subsidize it for. Literally the only place you can charge your gas car is at a gas station, where you can charge your EV basically anywhere. So that in itself will ensure that ICE will never come back, just because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's how I think about it.